A super long time since I've done a video for you guys. I have been so far behind on my weekly vlogs and I apologize for that, but I have been taking some time out, just spending it with my family and my kids, taking time out the internet world and spending more of my time in reality with those around me. There is something new that I'm getting into and I'm really excited about it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Most of you know that I have my boutique, and if you don't know, I'll leave a link in the description below this video for you guys to go and check it out on Facebook. I have been thinking about opening up an Etsy shop, but I am still uncertain if I want to do that just yet. I kind of want to expand my boutique a little bit more before I go into it. I've been doing some research and stuff with Etsy, and I think it would be a really fantastic and great opportunity for me. Especially when it comes to shipping and, you know, all that stuff, because it all gets calculated in. I've got a sewing machine, but the one that I have, I got for Christmas for my brother one year, and it was the very first sewing machine I had ever used, and it's called a Little So-So. I've actually got it stored away in a different room of the house, but it's a really tiny sewing machine, but it's brought me great experience. It is such an easy sewing machine to start with if you're new at that kind of stuff. It's very easy to, you know, maneuver and operate and get the hang of. It did take me a few weeks, you know, to get things down packed with it, but after that I was able to sew pretty much anything I wanted. I've sewed curtains with it, I've sewed bandana dresses, I've done so many things. I even, you know, cut one of my husband's garments and hemmed it up with my sewing machine, and let me tell you, it was a tiny one, but it has done the job. I have upgraded since to a embroidery sewing machine. Yeah. And it is the Brother SE400. I really wanted this machine so that I could do appliques, because before with my boutique I was always ordering my appliques off of Etsy and then restitching them onto the garments. There's a few things that I had to buy to go along with it, so I wanted to kind of do a sewing / embroidery haul for you guys. So the first thing I guess that I'll go ahead and show you guys is the sewing and embroidery machine. It is still in the box and I have yet to open it. So but I will show you the box and everything and what all comes inside. So here is what my machine looks like. Like I said, I haven't opened it yet. Still got the tape sealed on top. But it is the SE400. Now I could have went up, but I would have spent a few more $100s. The hoop that you see down here is a 4x4 size, and that's the only size that you can do embroidery or appliques with, is a 4x4. You can upgrade your hoop size, but it will still only do a 4x4 design. But you can make your designs, you know, bigger by, like up here, adding more to it. But I could have upgraded it for a few $100s and done a like 5x7. This machine has 70 built-in embroidery designs. Over here it's got plus 5 points, plus 120 frame patterns, and it features 67 unique built-in sewing stitches and 98 stitch functions. That is just crazy. There is also a USB port here that comes with it, and the cord for you to be able to hook it up to your computer so that you can download new designs. As far as like embroidery goes, there are already some built in, which like I mentioned, there's 70, but you can download your own. Sometimes you can get them free, or you can buy them off Etsy from other digitizers, people that, you know, create them and make them. So yeah, you can do monograms, you can do things like this. This is your basic embroidery. Appliques, I'll include an example of that here. That is what I'm going to be doing with my machine. I'm looking forward to it. But like I said, you get a large 4x4 embroidery field, which is this hoop right here. As there's thousands of additional embroidery designs available, you can go to brother.com and download more. There is a super easy needle threader, which saves, like it says, wear and tear on your eyes and your fingers. And there's a large LCD screen here, and it's also touch screen. So there is a drop-in bobbin for, you know, fast and easy replacement. And there are some stuff that's in here. You get a Brother CD included, which is like an instructional CD. You get the manual. there is a 25, you see that? There is a 25-year limited parts warranty. So if anything should go wrong with this, I have a 25-year warranty on the parts. So that's really great. Here's an example on the back of the box of the 70 built-in embroidery designs. So you get all your letters. So you can combine them and make words, or you can do monograms. You can, like I said, also download your own to the machine. Here's all the different kinds of stitches that you have, which is really awesome. Here's everything that you get inside the machine. You get a machine cover. You get some bobbin clips, which is the no winding thread bobbin. And you get your USB cable cord. You get your foot pedal, your hoop, a little bag, I believe that's what that is, that all these pieces come in. You get some thread, your power cord, some scissors, some tools here, different foots for your sewing machine if you're gonna, you know, sew on a zipper or whatever it is you might be doing. But there is a few things that didn't come with this machine that I did need to buy so that I could do my appliques. And I will also include all the links in the description below this video for you guys to go and check out where I purchased and bought everything, so you can get description and prices. I did order everything that I got off of Amazon, and I ended up getting all of my stuff within 2 weeks. I got actually all of my stuff sooner than their estimated delivery times were, so that was really good. Sewing machine that I got was a really excellent price. I definitely suggest Amazon if you're going to get something like this, because it is a lot cheaper than what it would be at Walmart. This sewing machine at Walmart was a little over $300. On Amazon, I got it for $272, I believe. So not a bad price at all, considering all of the stitch functions and the embroidery designs, just overall the quality of the machine. And it's a Brother machine, so it's a trusted brand that's been around for a long time, and you can't beat the 25-year warranty on the parts. So I'm sure having a sewing machine for quite some time, eventually you're going to have something go wrong somewhere. So you've got that large time frame to have something replaced should you need something replaced. And also there are usually sewing machine fix-up places in your hometowns that, you know, if you run out on the warranty or whatever it may be, that you can take it out and have it, you know, serviced. So when getting your embroidery machine, obviously you do not get all the thread. So on Amazon, I went on ahead and got my thread. I got it from Embroidex, if I'm pronouncing that right. Inside of here you get 40 spools of polyester embroidery machine thread. This is good for, you know, Singer, Brother machines. It specifies all of that, so you're not getting something that's not going to work with your machine. But I pretty much got all the colors I really need. I could have gotten 60 colors for $50, I think, but I didn't go quite that high because I'm just starting out. So, and I think this is plenty enough for me to start off with. But I mean, you get so many pretty colors in here. It doesn't tell you like the name of the color, it just gives you like the code, or the color number. Like on there it says 079, and on your machine, like when you're doing appliques and stuff, it'll tell you which color code to use to do your color if you're downloading a design or if you're using one on your machine. But you don't always have to do that. You can just skip that step and do any color you want if you want to make it your own. But you can see here tons of pretty colors, and there's some below that, but there is just a lot in here. And I'm looking so forward to getting started with this and using all these colors and combining things and seeing how they turn out whenever I get started. Also, instead of me getting these on Amazon, because some of the things that you get on Amazon will be more expensive than what you can get in the store, so a couple of the things that I got in store were these few things. I don't think I get a needle with that machine unless I do, but it's just the basic needle. I didn't look too far into detail on that, but I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos on making appliques and doing embroidery, and there's actually different kinds of needles that you need for your machine to do certain things. And I needed the ball point needles because when you're stitching something that's a really loose knit material, you don't want to stitch it with a needle that's going to be like a regular or like a universal regular needle, because it will put a hole in your article of clothing. It's not going to push the little fibers or the threads out of the way. It's going to actually just puncture them. So you do need ballpoint needles if you're going to be doing embroidery or appliques. So I got these, and they specify Singer on there, but it does say that they're good for all machines. These are the titanium, and these are really, really good because they help keep from the thread breaking, and even at high speeds, because these machines go super fast. You could probably have something stitched and embroidered in 20 to 30 minutes. But you get two different ones in here. There is universal regular and ballpoint needles in here. I've got 2 of each, I believe. No, 3 of each, in different sizes. So you can see there. But they're titanium, so they're gonna, you know, they're guaranteed to last longer than the regular ones. And I got these at Walmart, and they were around $6, I believe. Or maybe they were $4 something. I'll look it up and I'll include that link in the description below this video. I'm terrible at remembering things. I also needed some fabric so that I could do my appliques. Walmart has these really nice bundles, or you can get like the singles, which are just like one of these, and they're like just under $1. I think they're like 97.98 cents. But I got these and they were $4.97, and you get 5 pieces, and they are 18 inches by 21 inches, and these are like the I had someone inform me and tell me that these were actually like the quilting fabrics, but you know, it's cotton, which is really good to use when you're doing appliques on clothing. So these are really cute designs. And let's see, we got like butterflies, and back here there's like peas in a pod. I think that's what that is. And then like some bumblebees with some flowers. These are perfect for spring. Some solid green checkered, and then on the back some pink with dark pink and yellow and light pink polka dots. Perfect for summer and spring coming up. Then I got this because I really love this design. Very Indian. And you get 5 in here as well. Love the colors too. There's that one with the dream catcher, feathers, some gems and diamonds, and then some arrows. So I got a couple of them just to start out with. You can also get your fabric from, you know, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, wherever it is that you buy your crafting supplies and stuff. One thing that you have to have when, well, that is, I'm not going to say that you have to have, that I would suggest you to have, is a pair of double curved scissors. Whenever you're doing appliques, these help, you see how they're curved? These help you to get close to a stitch so that you can cut off the excess fabric. Because whenever you're doing your appliques, you're going to do your placement stitch on your fabric, then you're going to lay your fabric, or the placement stitch on your garment that you're going to wear, and then you're going to lay your fabric over that so you can see where your fabric needs to lay, and then it's going to do another placement stitch on that, and then once it's done doing that, you can remove your hoop from the machine, cut the excess fabric around the placement stitch that you're not going to need, and then you're going to put your hoop back on the machine. Then it's going to stitch the border around it. So these are good for let's see, embroidery, cross stitch, applique, and any other fine detail work. And then I needed some regular cutting scissors. I got these at Walmart. Those there I got off Amazon, but I got these at Walmart because I need another pair of fabric scissors. My fabric scissors have been getting used for everything. My husband and my kids get a hold of them, so these are staying put up. You don't want to cut these with, you know, stuff like twigs and things like that. So I needed these for my fabric. I also got this at Walmart, some Heat and Bond Light. This is the sewable kind. It's 1 1/4 yard. Stuff was cheaper at Walmart than it was at Amazon, so I just picked it up there. And this is, actually it states on here, lightweight fabrics, machine appliques, quilting. It creates a adhesive on the product that you're making. Basically, I will put this on the back of my fabric and iron it on, and then iron it onto the garment so that it will stick and the fabric won't wrinkle or curve or anything whenever it's stitching. I also have seen quite a few people use this stuff. This is the Elmers Craft Bond Spray Adhesive, and you can get it in a bigger can, but I just got the 4-ounce can because it was quite expensive off of Amazon. I can't remember the exact price, but I do remember it was up there. I think for this can I paid around $12. and I hope it lasts me a while, but it's a spray adhesive. It's multi-purpose. It's temporary or a permanent bond. I would use this only temporary. This would be used like if I have a garment that is too small that I can't fit in my hoop, like a newborn onesie, and all I would have to do is spray the back of my garment with this and then stick it to my stabilizer, which I'll show you guys that here in a minute, explain to you what that is, so that it will keep my garment stuck somewhere while it's being stitched, because that's what the hoop is for. The hoop is to hold your fabric in place while it's being stitched, but if you have something that is too small to fit in the hoop, then you can use this spray adhesive to hold your fabric over the hoop with your stabilizer in the hoop, and then you spray this on the stabilizer and then attach your garment over that. So it would only be temporary, but really good stuff from what I've seen people use, and it doesn't gunk up their machine like their needle and stuff. So I definitely want to be safe than sorry. The stabilizer I was telling you guys about is this stuff right here. This is by Pellin, and it is the Soft and Stay Cutaway Embroidery Stabilizer. If you're doing something like a knit shirt, something that's stretchy, that you're embroidering, you want to use the Cutaway. This comes on a roll. It's lightweight. It's great for, you know, like lightweight sweater knits and netting. And like I said, it's cutaway. You can sew it. And you want this to be within an inch to a half of an inch outside of your hoop. And then you're going to place your garment with it in the hoop behind. The stabilizer will go behind the item that you're stitching. And I'll do more videos and show you guys, you know, how I'll be doing it, because there's so many different ways that you can do appliques and stuff in embroidery. This just adds a permanent body and support to lightweight knits or woven fabrics so that it keeps the stitches in place and doesn't move around. You can see here on this little detailed picture on the back what I was telling you guys about whenever you're cutting away your fabric, your loose fabric. And also you'll do the same with this cutaway stabilizer. So yeah, you'll want your scissors for that also, and it just really secures those stitches. So I got that, and also I got this. This here is a permanent stabilizer. You put this on after you get done stitching your stuff. This is, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed on the back of your little boys or your little girl shirts, on the inside there might be some of that like cotton looking material, and I'll show you guys what this looks like up close. If you have something that's been stitched onto the shirt, and they've got it stapled. See if I can't get it opened up here. It's a really soft cottony material. You see that right there? So that right there basically covers the raw edges of the stitches, so that, you know, a stitch doesn't get pulled or it doesn't rub up against, you know, their chest and it itches and causes scratching and stuff. So this is basically cover a stitch stabilizer, and you just iron it on. It's soft and it's flexible. I got this in white, and it's 8 by 9 yards. So I also got another stabilizer. This one is what I will use on top of the fabric when I'm stitching, because it'll keep the stitches from sinking into the fabrics if you're not using something. I'm going to show you on my curtain right here. This is a really thick fabric, but if you're using something like a towel or, you know, something loose knit, you can keep your stitches on top of the fabric instead of them sinking into it by using this. This here is the Sulky by Sulky water soluble stabilizer. Basically, it's called water soluble because it dissolves in water. When you get done knitting your item, or when you get done stitching your item, you can, you know, soak it in water and this will come off, but it's clear. And it'll keep it'll keep the stitches on top of the fabric that you've just stitched. Like a plastic in a way, but you can also take an eraser. You don't even have to use water, but you can take an eraser, and a clean, new, dry eraser that is, and you can use that to loosen up the excess stabilizer. And I'll show you guys a picture of of the difference between using a water soluble stabilizer and not. And the last thing that I got was this. me see if I'm holding it right. Okay, here we go. This here is a photo backdrop. Probably wondering, what is that for? That's not related to stitching. No, it's not, but it works perfect for whenever you get done stitching your items and you want to give it a very eye appealing appearance after you get done. Before, I used to hang my garments up outside along my fence line, which I have a wooden fence line in my backyard, to give a background view so that there's no other distraction going on in the picture besides just what I'm showing you. In the wintertime, it's really annoying. I've been doing this for a couple years, and it's annoying going outside when there's snow on the ground, when it's raining, trying to get that picture. Sometimes the lighting isn't always the best because it could be cloudy out. So I fixed that problem by getting the Ella Bella photography backdrop. I don't remember what design this was called. It should be on here. Vintage wood. It's 4 feet by 12 feet, and it was shipped really nicely. It came wrapped really nicely. It looks just like a big long poster, but I'll show you an up close picture of one on here. So you see this background that the little baby's laying on. That's what this looks like. So when I get done, you know, making bows or tutus or whatever it may be, my shirts, I can lay them on this and then snap a picture and it be more eye-catching. Basically, that's what it's for. So I really like this. It's acid-free, fade-resistant backdrop, so I don't have to worry about the sunlight fading it out. If you look real closely, you can see like actually on my camera I don't see it, but with the naked eye you can, unless I get real good and close, which of course it's going to focus on me, not this. You can see like the little dots, you know, like if you get up close to a TV you can see the little pixels and things. That's how this looks, but you can't see it on camera, so I guess that's a good thing. Because I was actually worried about that whenever I snapped my pictures. So yes, I got this, and that is everything I got for this haul. I will include all the prices and where I got everything for you guys to check out, and links in description below this video. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like videos like this and want to see more, make sure you subscribe by hitting that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those as well down below. And I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.